everybody, and welcome to Week 7. Sit and start. All right, here we go. Sit and start. Brian, are you excited? You're so pumped. You look so pumped. Woo! Say something, Brian. Say woo! That's right. Give a thumbs up. Okay, here we go. Week 7 cinema stardom. Here we go. Okay, sit and start. We're going with sit. We're going with Matt Asiata to start the thing off. Listen to me, Matt Asiata. Ain't shit. Don't play Matt Asiata. Who's Matt Asiata playing? He's playing the Bills D. One of the top defenses, run defenses in the league right now. Do not play Matt Asiata unless you have no other options. And plus, I don't think he did very good last week. He didn't do very good last week. That whole Vikings thing is a mess. I don't like the Vikings at all. I can't trust them as much as I can throw them. And Matt Asiata, I wanted Matt Asiata. I would still personally take Matt Asiata, Brian. I'm not going to lie to you. I would take Matt Asiata if someone wanted to give me him for a decent trade. But we're sitting him this week. Moving on. Tony Romo is our next sit. We do 3 a week. I think you guys know this by now if you've been watching our other shows. Tony Romo! I'm sitting Tony Romo. I got Tony Romo on my thing. Okay? I got Tony Romo on my thing. And you know what? I'm going to knock out another one right here too. I got Joe Flacco on the start list. Okay? So we got put the little graphic up. We got Joe Flacco starting. Start Joe Flacco this week. Sit Tony Romo. Start Joe Flacco. Sit Tony. What if you actually have to edit it like that? I'm sorry. You can just leave it on me. We don't actually have to throw the graphics up if it's too hard. But that would be really cool. Okay, here we go. We're going. Listen, I'm sitting Tony Romo this week, and I'm starting Joe Flacco. And if you think that I'm freaking nuts, then I may be. But I'm still doing it because listen, you can't trust Tony Romo, Brian. You can't trust the motherfucker. All right? He throws picks. He's under pressure. The guy is the biggest choke artist I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why I drafted him, but I did, and I got to deal with shit for the rest of the season, and I don't like it, but you know, it is what it is. Tony Romo, sit him. Everybody's like, ooh, he's on Fabiano's list. He's on Fabiano's list. Start him. Start him, because on paper, against the Giants, it sounds like a good idea. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea until that guy puts up enough numbers that you can feel comfortable again, and that has not happened in a couple of weeks. So sit Tony Romo. That game is a trap game. Start Joe Flacco if you're like me and you got that same combo. Because I'm telling you right now, Joe Flacco is going to kill it. They're at home. They're against the Atlanta defense who can't do Atlanta D is one of the... They couldn't stop a baby kitty. They couldn't stop a baby kitty, Brian. A baby kitten. It's a damn defense. It's a bunch of grown men. A little baby kitten. Meow, meow. Going through. Go right through the line. Go right through that line. I don't like them. So we're going Joe Flacco over the Atlanta thing on the start. And then we're going to finish it off with Sammy Watkins, who is a damn nightmare if I've ever saw one. My buddy almost cried the other day, Brian. He has Sammy Watkins on his team. He almost cried. He's like, I got to sit Sammy Watkins because Sammy Watkins ain't doing shit for my team. And I thought Sammy Watkins was going to be amazing. I said, you know, I did too. I thought Sammy Watkins was going to be amazing. You know, he's supposed to have a big year. He's supposed to be one of the best rookies coming out of the 2014 season, and he's not doing jack. And until he proves himself, we're sitting him. There's your sits. We're starting over here on starts. I already gave you Joe Flacco, starting Joe Flacco at home. Atlanta does not like the cold weather. They are a southern team who plays in a dome. Do you really think that they're going to be able to kill Joe Flacco in this dynasty of a season he is creating for himself? It's not going to happen. We're moving on to, we're going to start the Browns D. Now listen to me right here when I say the Browns D over the Jaguars. I like the Browns D over the Jaguars. The Jaguars, my God, they're like, when you have a player playing the Jaguars, in a week, it's like, it's like Christmas. It's like mother flipping Christmas, Brian. Mother Christmas, Brian. That's what it is. It's mother Christmas when you're playing the Jags in any given week. It's like, holy I mean, my God. So we're going Browns D. I like that pick. And then to finish it off with the sit 'em and start 'em of the week, your number one player to start. I don't know if he's number one. We don't actually number them, but number one in our hearts. Play Malcolm Floyd at the flex. Play Malcolm Floyd. Write this down. Malcolm Floyd in the flex. That's Malcolm Floyd in the flex. I like Malcolm Floyd. I really like Malcolm Floyd here. Phillip Rivers is dominant, and I think we're going to see a little bit from Malcolm Floyd this week. Put him in the flex. He doesn't have to be. You don't have to throw the team on his back, for God's sakes, but pick him in the flex. And that, Brian, look at me, Brian. That, look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes. That is our Week 7 start and sit. Enjoy your Sunday.